Oh, hold on. One second, I'm getting a call.
Did someone say
Stick around if you would like to find out how to get cool songs on your phone as ringtones with iOS 26 and iPhone. If you want to get audio from a YouTube video, some song, or basically anything on your computer, you need to create something called a loopback. And what we're going to do is do this in Audacity. And we're going to create a recording, but we're not going to record audio from like speakers or an input. We're going to have this virtual loopback as an input, and Audacity will pick up the audio from the video or the song or whatever source you have playing, and it will record that as a file, and then we're going to move that file to our phone, and that's how we'll have our ringtone. All right, so before we begin, we have a checklist. I know there's a few things we have to get set up, but once we do, they're kind of set it and forget it. And it's a pretty easy workflow after that. It's just more of, these are prerequisites and you can't really get around this. You need something to capture with, either a PC or a Mac, and then we're gonna need some software. First thing to get is Audacity, and this is where you can drag and drop a file, or you can take the file and chop it up, make it smaller, change the levels, all of that stuff. Super easy to do. It's also going to be able to record from YouTube and other sources, so we definitely need Audacity. Next thing we need is Wavelink or VB audio cables. These are basically this is how we're going to route the sound to Audacity. Otherwise, you'll just be recording nothing, and you need an input to Audacity so it'll actually record from your computer and not from a source like a microphone. And the last thing that we're going to need is an iPhone, because we're trying to get these ringtones on our phone. So Android has a different way. I may cover that in a different video. I don't actually own an Android phone, but there's plenty of videos out there to check it out. This is just because iOS 26 has a way to share the ringtones and make them a ringtone from the file, versus the workarounds that we had in previous software like GarageBand. So let's get started. So today I wanted to use this banger from 160 million views later. It's like an earworm, right? So it gets in my head, and I'm going to play a little bit of that clip. You have up to 30 seconds on the audio, so that's as far as you want to go for a ringtone. I mean, I'm thinking anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds is like max. So let's go ahead and open up Audacity. And we have a new clean project here, and I'm in Audacity 3. So if we go to audio setup, we're looking at recording playback device, and I'm going to use something called a loopback. Now it doesn't matter, and when I show you the setup in Wavelink, which is where I've done it, it doesn't matter which one of these that you pick, so long as the source is in that channel. Now if the browser you're using is not an audio source in browser, if you put it in games, you just have to pick games. It's not really hard once you get it. It's just a mapping exercise. Easier for me is browser comes as a channel already, so I listed my browser as a source, and then we're going to record from there. This is Elgato Wavelink, and this is how I split up audio. You can do this by downloading VB audio. It's a virtual audio cable. I find this to be easy because I'm already using a Wavelink for my microphone, so we're going to set it up here. Now when you download Wavelink, you're going to get mixes and effects, and you're going to have a game channel, a browser channel, sound effects, and I have extra channels here, but system, Wave XLR, game, browser, sound effects pretty much come standard. When you click on browser, you're going to have programs here. So if you add an app, it will route that app's audio to the browser channel, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm using Opera GX as my browser. If you have any other browsers here, or if you want to map a game here, it really doesn't matter. You just click add app, and then scroll and find the open app. If it's active, it's easier. If it's not active, you just go down to the list below, or you can start typing. So super easy to add it there. We'll close that window. The things you want to have and make sure that it's going to be able to map is just make sure that it goes to your personal mix. So you want it at full blast here, and then if you personally don't want to hear it as loud, you can change that here. If you want it full blast, you can do that. So you're going to change the volume in 2 different places if you need to. In the browser itself, we'll change volume, and then this changes it again. So you can have it full blast in one place and very low in the other place. So just kind of be careful with your sliders. All right, let's hop back into Audacity and finish up this edit. Recording device is going to be browser Elgato virtual audio loopback. Now we have browser as a regular channel, and you don't want to pick that. You want to pick anything that says loopback. Otherwise, it won't pick up the audio. It will just, you'll play audio and you won't record anything. Okay, so we have browser loopback set. And now I'm going to start the recording. All right, so now we're recording. It's not recording mic in, it's recording the audio from this video. So the only thing picking up in Audacity is this amazing song from misheard lyrics. So I'm gonna hit stop. I've got way too much. We're gonna pause this. I'm gonna leave that right there. Now this probably recorded really loud, and you can tell if I right click here and I go to linear dB, you can tell this thing is peaking, right? So it's really super loud. So if you don't want it that loud, you can go to the effects, volume and compression, amplify, and you want to take it down. The peak amplitude, if you take it down, I mean, if you want a decent audio clip, like -18 to -20 dB is what you want your peak amplitude. So now we can play our masterpiece back, and we can then select which part of this we want to keep, and we can trim the rest, and then we can send this to our phone and create a ringtone. So let's listen. Okay, I think that's the part that I want. So, okay, so from right here, I'm just gonna drag this and hit backspace. So now, maybe even get rid of the little key intro and now play. Perfect. And then, all right, so everything after that, I'm just gonna delete, and that will bring our ringtone. Okay, so we're gonna do file, and we're gonna export audio. We're gonna name this Seagulls Yoda meme, and I'm gonna pick a folder. I'm just gonna say downloads and be okay. We can change that to an MP3. Let's just change it to an MP3 file, and we're gonna hit export, and now we've got that file exported. Now you can import this file to your phone a billion different ways. You can save it in Google Drive. You can go directly to iCloud Drive and upload it. So I think we're going to do that because it's easier. That's where it needs to be whenever you grab this file. And we'll do share and do it to a ringtone. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this to iCloud really quick. I'll log in and show you how to do that. And then but really, I mean, you can send this via WhatsApp or Signal or any other file sharing service that you have. Send it to yourself, and then when you download, you just want to make sure you save it to your iCloud Drive, your files folder on your phone. So let's go do that. All right, we've logged into iCloud Drive, and I've navigated to a folder called ringtones. Now it's empty. I'm just going to drag a file in here, and there we go. This is the file that we created, and it's pretty small. It's only 80K. I'm also going to drag another one that I just downloaded from a site, and I'll show you what that site is. But I wanted the Halo theme song. So we're going to drag 2 of these, and then we're going to see what they sound like. Before we go and listen to these songs on the ringtones on the phone, I just wanted to show you what I was talking about with archive.org. This site has hundreds, thousands of free files that you can grab. Sometimes they're not the highest res, so getting them from YouTube and doing the loopback function might be your best option. But if you're just looking for a quick grab, you can go here. This is where I got the Halo theme song. So if I say Halo theme song and we click here, you're going to get audio, all kinds. So you can get Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Nightfall, the original. You can get a lot of different files from here. It is a free site, so grab what you need, pull that down, drop it into Audacity, trim it to where you want to, and then use the export function and all the other steps that we just did to get it to your phone. Okay, here's my phone, and we're going to check out ringtones. So if you go to iCloud Drive and you find the files, and then I put mine in the ringtones folder. So here we have seagulls. And what you want to do is hit the share button and then use as ringtone. Or swap over so we can hear it. Then there you go. You can hear the seagulls, Yoda meme. Now when we go play the Halo theme, we can play the song, but it's too long to actually make as a ringtone. So we're gonna have to trim it down to make it a ringtone. Let's do that. The Halo theme song is too long. If you download a song from archive.org or any other source and it's longer than 30 seconds, we could see in the iPhone video where we loaded it, it wouldn't load it as a ringtone because it's more than 30 seconds. So what we're gonna do is use Audacity again, and we're gonna trim that down. Grab the file, drop it in. It's super easy, or you can go to File, Open, and find the file yourself. First things first, I'm going to go to highlight it. I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm going to go to Volume and Compression, or to amplify. This one, we'll keep it a little bit louder. We'll do -12. So the higher the number on the minus, like if it's -60, it's about as quiet as almost like silence in a room. -12 is a comfortable loud, -6 is like peak loud, and 0 is almost like it's like clipping loud. So just for your reference, 30, -40, -30 is kind of background music, background noise, or gaming sound. So anywhere between -50 and -40 is going to be a really low background tone at max volume, and anything at like -12 is going to kind of be comfortable noise, not ear bleeding noise. So we've got the song at a volume that we want, and I think the place that I want to play this is about here. I think I want to get it to the right before the drums start. So we're just going to take this. That's about all that I want right there. From here, we're just going to zap the rest of the song, highlight it, press backspace, and then from here, I think I like it from right about there. So we're gonna hit that. We'll hit play. Now we have a song about 18 seconds long. So now we have a song that's going to work, and we're going to export just like we did. Halo MP3, we're going to say Halo short MP3, put it in our downloads. We're going to drag the download to our phone, and then we can now make that a ringtone. Let's check that out. Back into the phone, we've gone and found the file. It's in the same place that it was. And now we've loaded Halo, the short version, as a ringtone. We've still got seagulls, and now we got this cool Halo one. Friends, that's it for this video. I want to do a small recap and then let you know that the links will be in the description below for all the programs that you need. Everything is 100% free, but to recap, we need a PC. We need something to record with, so that is Audacity. And we need something to loop our sounds to Audacity, so that's either going to be Wavelink, which is preferred, or VB audio cables if you want to fiddle with that, but that's another video. And then we also need our phone. So once we get everything set up, it's not hard to repeat this process. Getting it set up for the first time, hopefully I explain everything for you there. And if not, leave me a comment. Let me know what else you need a deep dive on. I can create more videos or help you out there. So with that, I'm going to let you enjoy making some ringtones for your phone. Let me know in the comments if you found something fun and you made a cool ringtone. I am Sir Dead Knight. Please like and subscribe for more content around tech and gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.